say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming?
We're here to think about where we came from, how we started off 2 years ago as strangers, for the most part, and how we've become friends, how we've become a class, the class of 2013. And so as you put on your ring today, I'd ask you just to think about it for a second. Think about all the friendships that you've made and the time that you have left here to make it worth your while. And so today, I welcome you to our 2013 ring ceremony.
Graduating as an alumnus in 1975 from the university, Mr. Schutt earned a bachelor's degree in economics. A business executive for 20 years, Schutt has served as president and CEO of Citicorp Trust Bank. Prior to his time at Citi, he served as the president of Avco Financial Services, where he led internal expansion in 10 countries and a successful turnaround of the United States operations. Mr. Schutt currently serves as the University of Virginia's College and Graduate School of Arts and Sciences Associate Dean for Development. His office is a group of professionals responsible for fundraising efforts and alumni relations. Mr. Schutt is currently working to raise $500 million for the $3 billion capital campaign for the university, which works to support many areas all across the university, including Access UVA, the university's financial aid program, and much more.
As I was putting together my thoughts for today, I tried to remember if I had ever spoken at a ring ceremony before. And I figured, well, yes, there was one. It was my wedding. And as I recall, I don't think I said very much that day. Pretty much just, I do. But when your class leaders asked me if I wanted to speak to you today, guess what? I actually found myself saying the same thing. I do. So thank you again for inviting me. But do you know why they're worn on the third finger of the hand? I didn't know this. Well, it turns out the ancients believed the third finger of the hand has a special vein in it called the vena amoris, and that's Latin for the vein of love. The vena amoris runs from the ring finger directly to the heart, or so the ancients believed, and that's why even today, the most important rings are worn on that finger. I think your ring is a nice metaphor of the university. You enter it, you pass through it, you come out the other side, but you always have it with you. The ring is beautifully simple, but in my mind it has two important purposes. One, as a reminder to yourself that the university has played a vital role in imbuing in you the characteristics that prepare you for personal and professional success. Part of who you are exists essentially because you chose to become a university student. It becomes you, and you have become it. And the ring reflects that. And secondly, it serves as a signal to others that you are an alumnus or an alumna of this university, and that you are truly worthy of their regard, a solid citizen, someone who has an inclination to lead, who aspires to do well while doing good, and who can be trusted with great responsibility.
Good afternoon, everyone. To all the families and friends, thank you for taking time out of your busy families to join us today. And most importantly, thank you for bearing with us as we deal with our good friend, Mother Nature. And of course, to the members of the class of 2013, thank you for joining us today as we reach another milestone in our time at the university. This afternoon allows us to pause as a class and celebrate the midway point in our time as students. This afternoon allows us to reflect on the memories we made, but also look forward to the memories that await. As you receive your class ring today, ask yourself, what does the ring mean to me? Of course, each answer is different. The class ring is a tradition that extends far beyond our time at the university. It is a symbol of the friendships, the accomplishments, and the memories that we cherish most. I ask you to appreciate the deeper meaning of the beautiful ring that will soon be wrapped around your fingers. I ask you to look beyond the historical traditions that the ring symbolizes and find your own deeper meaning. As Mr. Schutt said, the ring is a reminder to yourself of the role the university has played in shaping who you were, who you are, and who you will be. The deeper meaning of the class ring is what you make of it. It lets us look back at our best memories. It lets us stand still in time as third years. And it lets us look forward into our futures as we become alumni of the greatest university to ever exist. The class ring is our first time on the lawn as a class at convocation. The class ring is your first time on the lawn without clothes. The class ring is your first football game. The class ring is storming the field not once already, but twice. The class ring is feeling old that we're already third years, but realizing that quite frankly, fourth years are the ones that are actually old. And lastly, the class ring is May 2013, as we march down the lawn with our closest friends. The class ring is being a part of the University of Virginia, but most importantly, the class ring is always being a part of the class of 2013. Before we conclude, I'd like to read you a letter I received from the Pumpkin Society addressed to the class of 2013, celebrating our class and the class ring. 2 years through, we meet again to don our rings of honor, gathered as a class of friends beneath fall's bright orange banner. Amongst the studying we've done in red brick buildings and beyond, we learn the plain truth of our home here on these hallowed grounds. 'Tis better to lend a selfless hand than be lost amongst the flutter, to take the full time to defend all things that truly matter. For as we pause in this October chill, and on our last 2 years reflect, we choose to live life to its full, then walk the lawn with no regrets. May this ceremony bring your class together, recognizing your efforts and accomplishments of the past 2 years, looking forward to those ahead with hope and promise. This also serves as a time to challenge yourselves, to turn aside in service of those in need, to find new passions, and recognize the powerful unity of your congregation. May your years ahead be blessed with the trials that will make you stronger, the challenges that lead you upon the right paths of your life, and the joys of fellowship and community. Cordially yours, the Pumpkin Society. As we move forward in our lives, I hope you will always bear the ring around your finger. Each ring is different, just like each member of our class. Each ring has a deeper meaning to the person that wears it. But ultimately, the ring unites us. We are the University of Virginia, and we are the class of 2013. I'd like to extend a few thank yous to all those who made this all possible. I'd like to thank Dean Groves and Dean Lauschele for your continued support of the class of 2013. Thank you, Mr. Shutt, for joining us today in your remarkable speech. And thank you to the string quartet and the Virginia Gentlemen for your musical brilliance. Thank you for all those who had a hand in continuing this tradition. And a big thank you goes out to third year council, second year council, and especially the ring ceremony committee for the constant hard work and the dedication since day one. Thank you all for coming this afternoon. All students who have purchased the ring may pick them up from the tables located behind this curtain. Students should come down from the left and exit to the right after picking up their rings. And student volunteers will assist you if you need help. And to conclude the ceremony, please join and please stand as we join the Virginia Gentlemen for the good old song.
The good